So today we'll be working on some chainsawing, setting a huge fire. Now that I've got all this land and a huge forest to take care of, I've been having to learn how to do chainsaw, and it's been a lot of fun. And today we're going to be working down here on my shooting range. I got a couple trees that I want to take down. One is dead and the other is just in the way. And then the previous owners left this gigantic pile of wood chips, which they've been using this area as a shooting range too, and I don't want to use any of that because there might be lead in there or who knows what. So I'm just gonna burn it all, and then it'll open up this entire area so I can have my full-on shooting range back here. And I'm also gonna get some good practice cutting down some larger trees. And since I've only had a minimal experience of chainsawing, you might have seen on a very old video where I had to chop down some limbs on my urban property, but I've only dropped a couple trees in my life, so this is I think this is the biggest tree I've ever dropped actually, so this will be fun, practicing my wedge cuts and all that fun stuff, so let's get into it. So after my fiasco of trying to cut down that tree, it did a barber chair is what my tree guy calls it, and it's when the tree goes in between the limbs of another tree. And it's actually a pretty dangerous situation because if you go to cut that tree, there's a bunch of pressure built up from it leaning over and it can kind of bounce up, it could hit you or fall on you. So luckily Thomas came down and helped me out and took care of it. And so I've still got a lot to learn about cutting trees, don't I? I'm sure a lot of you had a good laugh at that. So now we're gonna burn this pile. These are, I think they're cypress trees or something. They're super dried out. They're just gonna explode, I think. So I'm just gonna light them up and hopefully that'll help catch the wood chip pile, and we'll get this out of here. All right, I think I'll stand back now. So unfortunately, that pile was really broken down as I dig into it more. It's turning into soil and it's very wet, so it's been able to absorb a lot of moisture from the rain. So I'm just not gonna be able to burn through it. So what I'll try to do is just let the fire burn, dry out more of the pile to make it more easy for me to just spread out, and that'll be it. All right, so I'm back out here to redeem myself after that disaster, and my tree guy came to save me, luckily. And I realized that one of my issues, besides having no experience cutting wood, was that my bar was worn out. I bought this thing used and there was a bunch of wiggle in the chain. So that was causing me to start doing curved cuts into the wood, and I got a new chain on here now, so I should just be able to blow through the wood and have it be a lot safer for me now. So here we go, let's try and cut again. Actually, this tree is not too rotted, and these are pretty straight, so I could even use these for fence posts. So I'm gonna go store these in an area that they'll dry out so that I can use these. If not, I'll just use it for firewood. There we go. So that one was a lot smaller, but I think I gotta do a lot more practice on these smaller ones to get my wedges right so I can get better at where to aim the tree, because that's really what I screwed up on. I aimed it the wrong direction. yeah, this is a new skill I'm trying to learn, and just wanted to share that with you. So it's really fun chainsawing. It's an awesome tool, and a very dangerous one too. So that's why I got all this safety equipment, just in case. You know, we're pretty far from a hospital here, so that's why, just in case, you know, if I want to have chaps and all that stuff, so in case I do slip, that I won't bleed out.